Well, during the pandemic, we've been revisiting some of our favorite interviews over the past few years to bring a little joy.
I love looking back, and this next one is with celebrity chef and TV host Lidia Bastianich. She was actually in our studio last year, but we like this interview from October 2013 because she cooked a great meal for us. Check it out.
Everyone's so excited that you're here today.
Yeah, you're bubbling like my pasta. You're
I
all
know.
excited.
We're so excited.
We're high energy today.
Good,
What
good.
are you going to be making for us?
Well, I'm going to make a simple pasta dish, and that is pasta with mushrooms, a little bit of garlic. Let's start. The pasta is already cooking, and this is something that everybody can do it. You certainly, ladies, can do it, and outside the viewers. And that's the whole idea of the book.
That's almost like it's shaved garlic. I don't know that I usually see it that way.
Very thin. I like sliced garlic thin. This way I can see, and if you don't want to eat it, you can put it on the side. So chopped garlic, you can siphon. Or sometimes I even crush it. You know, I crush the garlic. And
I want you to say that again. I crush it.
I crush it.
I love it. I have to know, when you were growing up as a kid, did you say to yourself, someday I'm going to be a super popular chef on TV?
Never, never, never. You know, till this day, it's you know, my whole career is sort of an organic growth and evolution, opportunities that came along. I was a young immigrant. I came here to the States. I was 12 years old. And my cooking really started with my grandmother, you know, the kind of country setting with all the animals, the courtyard animals. We had pigs, we had ducks, we had geese, we had chickens, eggs, all of that. We made olive oil. So I was involved as a child in all of that. And I think that's where I got my real sentiments and feeling for food. But then I came here at 12 as an immigrant. We had to leave. I left grandma behind. And I think it's my nostalgia for my grandma, for all of that, that really kept me onto food. Food was, for me, a connecting link to my source. And I still love doing it.
I think so many people will agree with that statement that food is a connecting link to your source. I often say, you know, there's when I miss my mom most, you know, because I don't live in the same state as my mom, I often eat the foods that she and I enjoy together.
There you go.
There's something about it that's just very fulfilling. Whether it's the taste, the smell, the feeling that it gives you, food just kind of comforts all of us.
But you know, all the big holidays that you have, I guess, that we all have, there's always a plate or two, or dish or two or three that grandmother used to make and all that. And it seems that kind of the whole family's there. It transcends generations at that table. So food, you know, besides being delicious and good and nourishing, it's nurturing too.
So you added mushrooms in here.
Yeah, and the mushroom, you have kind of let it cook down and dehydrate so that the real
kind of
concentration. Yeah, I have a mixture of mushroom. The more you mix, the better. You know, you get porcini, the better mushroom. But even button mushrooms or whatever, you know, people say sometimes, oh, I don't have the ingredients. That doesn't work for me. You know, you have what you have, and you make do with what you have. Like if you have simple button mushrooms at home, that would be fine. It would be maybe a little less tasty, but it would be delicious.
Well, and I know one of the things you said in your cookbook that I really like, because I'm sometimes afraid to cook, or maybe not afraid to cook, but try to substitute or try something new. And you say your one of your best pieces of advice is don't fear cooking.
Exactly. Get in the kitchen. You know, we all eat, so that's a common denominator for everybody on this world. And so food shouldn't be all that stranger to us. And everybody knows how to handle it. So get in the kitchen, you know, shed those inhibitions, get in there, and you can do it. Yes, you do what you can. You have a recipe maybe to guide you, but use a lot your common sense, whatever. You said, I don't have mushroom. Could I do this with asparagus? You could. Why not? Why not?
What was the seasoning you put in there? Was that marjoram?
No, that was rosemary. Chopped rosemary. I like rosemary. You like marjoram?
Yeah. I like them all.
If you don't have rosemary, margarine would go just fine.
Okay, that's good.
Substitution number one.
Exactly.
I do the smell test with spices. I smell it, and if I think it smells good with that food, then I put it in.
Absolutely. So here, you get to smell the things. The mushrooms are kind of really shrinking, in the sense, concentrating the flavors. We'll put now some scallions. You like scallions?
Love.
Yeah. You know, that's one vegetable that people maybe don't use as much as they should. It's year-round. It's affordable, and it gives a lot of freshness like this to the dish.
And good color, too.
Absolutely.
Do you think cooking is an art or a science?
It's all of that. It's a necessity. It's sort of the art gives you satisfaction and an opportunity to create. You know, food is my kind of media of communication. But absolutely, everybody should feel that way. And there is a science to it too.
Yes.
I had to read something, speaking of like how you feel like how it connects you with family. We're looking at some gorgeous pictures from your new cookbook, and you say the aroma of these recipes will waft through your home and lure your family and guests to the table, and that is where you want everybody parked, because with every shared bite comes love, wisdom, and tender loving care. Feeding ourselves, our family, and our friends is one of the most important things we can do with our lives.
I think so.
I agree.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, you know, I remember when I was a teenager and, you know, Saturday night you went out or whatever, and in the morning, Mama let you sleep a little longer, and the smell kind of woke me up. Did you see
What would she make?
You see?
Yes.
Whatever, the Sunday sauce.
The eggs, the bacon, the
whatever.
cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. And that's such a comforting feeling, you know, when that smell, that means, you know, somebody's home. This is a home, you know. We're here together. Food is just extraordinary in what it can do to a family.
What else did you add in here? Was this a chicken or was this a lemon?
I put a little chicken stock, but you can put pasta water. I put a little parsley, and I'm going to put the pasta. So the pasta right in, you cook it. I always undercook a little bit my pasta. So al
dente?
So al dente I like it, but also it finished cooking right in here. And now I'm going to add the ricotta. You know, the ricotta. Everybody likes it.
Favorite cheeses.
Okay. And this will kind of, so you see, you kind of, Italian, it's got to be some tomatoes. No, because, you know, tomatoes are a New World product. It only came after Columbus discovered America. Before, a lot of these kind of pastas were done. White pastas with cheese and some ricotta. Ooh, la la.
Smells delicious.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it smells delicious.
You know, as people are looking through your cookbook too, and your book that you have, my mom always recommends that the first time you make a recipe, you follow the recipe exact, and then when you make it, you kind of deviate and add your own variations. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you say mess it up from the beginning?
No, I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel kind of insecure a little bit, okay, follow that recipe.
Yeah.
And then you get the kind of the technique of whoever the author is or the cook is. And then from then on, you master the technique. It's yours. Change it any way you want.
I love how you and your cookbook are kind of bringing back eggs, because for a while they were sort of out of vogue because they were supposedly high cholesterol. There's great information about eggs and some good egg dishes, but you also have a great guide to buying good pasta, because there's a lot of stuff on the shelves that really isn't all that good for us.
Right. So, well, you know, pasta should be made 100% from durum wheat. Durum wheat is a pasta that is high in protein. So it's that kind of hard semolina is that flour. And so the Italians really eat their dry pasta, make their dry pasta from semolina. Semolina. So that's the first thing that you should look for.
Look at that.
You see,
Lydia.
I'm talking, we're eating, we're okay.
That looks amazing.
I'm going to put a little bit here for you ladies.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to get a fork from there.
We sure do. We're going to just reach over. Look at these pretty forks.
That looks good. Tell me, can you share a
Absolutely. We share our food all the time.
And what else do you have here? You have a beautiful, it looks like vegetable salad.
This is also from the book. This is from the book. This is, you know, the Caprese Salad is mozzarella when you make with tomatoes. Well, this is a winter version with celery.
Right here or over there?
Right here.
Right here, okay.
This is mozzarella, cubes of mozzarella with celery, but celery and the leaves also. Another common sense thing.
That one.
And a little bit of walnuts. That one there is
good.
great. Carrots and apple. You know, when the winter time comes and you want some salad kind of feeling, but the greens are not happening. That's very good. That's
nice
the apple.
Crunch.
And the apple are local from Western apples.
Now, does that last long? Because I've made apple salads before, and I feel like they brown quickly.
You need to put a little bit of acidity because apples does oxidize. So when you're cutting the apples, put a little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Just toss it, and then it'll stay for you nice and
I love it.
All right, here is a fun fact, Tiff. That interview with Lydia from 2013 has more than 100,000 views on YouTube.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
I believe it. She's amazing.
I
She
know.
Made me
I just
starving
love
again.
her. And it was funny that she mentioned eggs in her recipe because it's National Egg Day.
I know.
It's so cool.
Bringing them back.
Yeah.